The sun's literally setting right now. That's just spectacular. That's awesome. Hey y'all, my name is Elizabeth Oliver and this is my very first YouTube video ever. I've always wanted to start a channel, and today, November 21st, very monumental day, I decided I'm gonna start it and I'm just gonna do it. So I decided I would make a channel of my own, and I wanted this first video to be a kind of like recap of the past few months and just what's going on with my life, and like an intro video. But yeah, if you're watching this, just subscribe and let's get into it. So I've always been interested in modeling and always wanted to, but my mom was just like, we're not gonna push you into it. Yeah, so I always wanted to model, but in 8th grade, my mom took me to a runway show. It was a little runway show. I'm from Savannah, Georgia, so it like was a runway show in Savannah, nothing major. We went to it and I'm like walking down the stairs in the museum before the show starts, and this guy comes running up to me. He's in all black and he's like, why aren't you ready for the show? It starts in 5 minutes, like go get ready. And I was like 13 in 8th grade, I had no idea what was going on, and I was like, what? Like, what are you talking about? He's like, how old are you? And I was like 13, and he's like, oh my God. So he turns and talks to my mom and was like, have you ever considered modeling for your daughter? Like, blah, blah, blah. And then he told us that there was a contest the next day where Wilhelmina was judging it, and so it was like a little agency in Savannah, and he was like, why don't you enter her in there? It's not too late. And so she entered me in. There was like 150 girls like modeling, and there was modeling, acting, and dancing. And I showed up for the modeling part, and I was this cute little 8th grader. I wore a black romper and black sandals, and everyone else showed up in skinny jeans, a tank top, and heels. And yeah, we basically just did like runway walks at our height, and that was about it. She submitted like pictures of us on a comp card, but at that time I had no idea what a comp card was. So I ended up winning first place at that, and then that's kind of where it all started. After that, the guy who ran up to me, who is now my like mother agent in Atlanta, he was like, why don't you come visit us? And I was like, listen, I'm going to camp for 5 weeks this summer. Like, I don't think it's gonna happen. My mom was like, yeah, she's busy. He's like, no, please. So we made time. We drove up to Atlanta, Georgia from Savannah, Georgia, met with them, and I ended up leaving that day, like had signed a contract with them. And ever since then I've been signed with them. They're now Select Model Management in Atlanta and Chicago, and they're my mother agency, and they've been great. So that was how I got started, and all thanks to Jason. But then since then, once I turned 16, I went up to New York City and like looked at my top like 6 agencies up there, and I was a huge fan of the Society, Next, IMG, Women, all of those, and I got offers from all of them. So then I flew back home, kind of like made up my mind on which one like felt right for me, and I flew back up that summer. It was the summer before my sophomore year maybe, and I signed with IMG Models Worldwide, and so that kind of all happened. But since then, I've like all throughout high school I was like, I want to focus on high school. I want to like keep my friends. I love my school, and I'm one of those people that like the only reason I loved school was I loved like the people there and the activities. I could not do online school. It's just not for me. And so I stayed in high school all throughout, and I really focused on high school more. I would go up to Atlanta some and model up there just to make money. I like shot Coca-Cola's worldwide commercial for Christmas, and did some shoots and just paying jobs. I worked a lot with Neiman Marcus and Saks. I also flew up to Wisconsin a lot and shot with Kohl's, but just lots of stuff like that. But I was mainly in school and focusing on that. And then I graduated May 2019, so just a few months ago, and I decided to take a gap year and just focus on modeling, see what would happen with that. And so I deferred University of Georgia. I've always been a diehard dog fan. That's always been my dream school, like where I want to go. So I deferred University of Georgia. They're holding like all my scholarships till fall of 2020, so I can always go back if I want, but I have a year to just kind of focus on my modeling. So I turned 18 July 3rd this past summer, and days after I moved to New York City, packed up my whole life in 3 suitcases and moved to New York City, and I moved into the model apartment, the IMG model apartment. It fits 7 girls, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, right in Midtown Manhattan. And yeah, I moved in there. I moved in myself, like my parents didn't fly up or anything. And it was just crazy. I was all of a sudden living with 6 other girls. There were 4 girls in the room I was in, sleeping in a tiny little bunk bed. I had like 3 drawers to myself, and the majority of the people I lived with didn't speak English. I did make some best friends with like some of the girls there, but yeah, no one really spoke English. And so that's actually why I didn't start a YouTube channel then. I just really didn't have anywhere to go. I can't go film outside of New York, like the sirens are insane, and the honking and stuff. And I just never had a space to like film in there because there's always 6 other girls speaking a million different languages. So I moved in there and I just started working out a lot, eating healthy, like focusing on myself and doing shoots to build up my book and my portfolio for clients. I shot with MCM Worldwide. I'll put in some pictures. I did their back to school campaign, and I did a photo shoot. I got all my hair cut off. I had very long hair. It was all the way down. It's like down here. Oh my god, can't even show. I'll put up pictures of my long hair. But I got all my hair cut off just to give me like a new look before Fashion Week casting started. And I walked 4 shows for Fashion Week, so I'll put up some pictures and videos of that. It was a super cool experience. It was exhausting. I was like sick the whole time, but I loved every minute of it. I would do fun stuff just like I'd go out with my friends. I met new people. I'd go get coffee with people, and like any day I had off I would just wake up and like go find something fun to do. I'd go to the Met, or I'd have someone visit me. It was literally like every week someone from home was in New York City just visiting, so I'd meet up with them for lunch. All sorts of stuff. Went on a boat like that, saw the Statue of Liberty with some friends. My dad's also a FedEx pilot, so he had layovers in New York City a lot, or he would have them in New Jersey, and he would ride the train in. And we would just have a day like playing golf at one of their kind of like Top Golf. I don't know what it was called. And we'd go to Chelsea Market and have some lobster, just super fun stuff. One day we hung out in Central Park. But yeah, I was always just exploring when I wasn't working. I shot with Steve Madden, so I'll put those pictures up. So I lived in New York City in the model apartment from mid-July till the beginning of November. And since then, I've been in Los Angeles, California, in a 2-bedroom apartment. I have my own room now finally, so I thought now was the time to start a YouTube channel because I have a place to film. But yeah, I'm just gonna put up videos and pictures from my New York trip. That's kind of my recap, like how I got started modeling. But yeah, the sun has literally completely set. It's so dark now. I'm sorry the lighting changed this whole time. Maybe if I become a professional YouTuber that won't be happening, but for my first YouTube video, the sun set. The sun sets at like 4 p.m. here, so it's just really unfortunate for me. But yeah, if you like this video, I'm sure you'll like the other ones I have coming, so subscribe, and yeah, thanks for watching. I love y'all. What up?
Yo, yo, yo!
My roommate's here! Story time! I don't know what to do. I'm not good at talking to the camera.
Hey guys, it's me, Miranda. So basically, she turned 18 and then moved to New York.
Yeah, I'm not very good at this whole filming thing.
Well, you just have to practice. It's like everything.
Okay.